Saving starts with Xfinity. Get a great price on Xfinity Internet. Plus, ask how to get an eligible 5G phone on us. And for a limited time, $300 back when you add Xfinity Mobile. Go to Xfinity.com/start saving. Call 1-800-XFINITY or visit a store today. Restrictions apply.
Hello, hello, hello. And thank you guys so much for joining me on my radio podcast. This is the Deborah Duck Radio Podcast, all the way from Gainesville, Florida. Yes, I'm here in Gainesville today, and it has been such a great day for my adventures as I let you guys know what's going on as I travel and relocate to another state and another city from Georgia. But anyway, thank you for listening. If this is your first time following this podcast, please understand this is not a news station. I don't report the news because I am not a news commentator. However, I do talk about daily topics in the news, give you my opinion and perspective, as well as what is the word on the street. And so the word on the street is people that are making comments about all these different topics or daily topics, but they are afraid now to go on social media to express their feelings and opinions because of the cancer, I call it cancer culture, but it's really the canceled culture. But I call it the cancer culture, okay? Because that's what they'll do. They'll eat you up like a disease. And thank you for listening from all around the world, as far away as Taiwan, the Philippines, Indonesia, India, Australia, New Zealand, Belgium, France, England, Spain, Germany, yes, South Korea, Japan, yes, Malaysia, Poland, Belgium, Norway, South America, Colombia, Chile, Venezuela, Peru, Quito, Ecuador, Mexico, yes, Honduras, Guatemala, the Cayman Islands, Jamaica, St. Thomas, Costa Rica, Bahamas, and many, the Algiers, and many more places. I can't name them all, but hey, thank you. And of course, right here in Florida, yes, my favorite place to be, Tampa. Yes, Tampa, Florida. Hello to the bottom there in Miami, Sarasota. Yes, Jacksonville. St. Petersburg. Even over in Steinhatchee. How you guys doing over there on the Gulf? And I am in Central Florida. But anyway, thank you guys so much. And if I missed anybody, hey, no pun intended. So let's just get right to it. So I wanted to talk about the winding down of the Olympics, okay? Winding down of the Olympics, the last day. And America, once again, has come out on top. Yes, again. You can't keep Americans down, no matter how hard you try, okay? But you can't keep us down. And we've had winners and we've had losers. But America has a total of 113 medals, 113. Yes, the most in the Olympics. We are number one, making America great again and again and again. Second place is China, and third place is Japan. Okay? So it is what it is. There's a lot of haters. And of course, there are people in America that are haters, but it's okay. This is a free country, and you can hate if you want to. But out of these medals, of course, we're looking at 41 were medals that were obtained or deserved by men. Yes. And 66 were females. Hey. And partly because there were so many women with that women's basketball team that won a gold. So you guys know that the America's women basketball team, this is their 7th straight gold winning. These girls are awesome, okay? They're just awesome. It is what it is, okay? And they're just so thankful for that. So congratulations to them. And then we have some boxers, okay? We have Davis and Torres that took a gold on just, I think, yesterday. So the United States is doing so well. Plus, there were a lot of new events like skateboarding and things like this, America, came in on top of these particular ordeals. And, I don't want to talk about that female over in some Belgium or something. When I say female, I say that very lightly, okay? This is a person who is a trans, but she was a weight lifter. So she won a gold. But I'm thinking, if you are a male and you're participating in women's sports and you win a gold, all I'm saying is this: that is not right. And I'm going to leave it at that. Because men are biologically men, still have enough testosterone in their bodies, and a female who is competing against a male who's turning female is just not fair. Okay, even Bruce Jenner said it. Not Bruce Jenner, Caitlyn. Even Caitlyn Jenner said it, okay? She had enough sense to know that. And she's also running for governor of California. And I think that...
Get ready to cheer on Team USA. Sign up for Xfinity Internet and get a Flex 4K streaming box free and Peacock Premium included. Can your internet do that?
Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. Peacock subscription required.
Xfinity, proud partner of Team USA.
Switching to Geico is a good idea, especially when you consider everything.
First off, Geico makes it easy to switch. They have licensed agents available 24/7 online or over the phone.
But if it's so easy, you might start thinking everything is easy, even big wave surfing. And it's not. It's actually quite difficult.
Well, if you switch to Geico, you could save hundreds on car insurance. And you could keep saving by bundling your motorcycle, boat, and RV, plus your home or renter's insurance.
But saving money might lead you to make some questionable purchases, like a 20-foot feather boa. And do you know how hard it is to clean a 20-foot feather boa?
Well, they do have an industry-leading mobile app you can use to pay your bill, file and manage a claim, or add a new driver.
But when life gets a little easier, it makes you too confident, and you start calling everyone Ace. And you're better than that.
Well, Geico has a 97% customer satisfaction rating and has been saving people money for 85 years. It's hard to beat that.
But you're right.
Switch to Geico. It's obviously a good idea.
These days, we're all getting more screen time, which means we're also getting more blue light exposure than ever before. Too much blue light can make your eyes feel tired, dry, or blurry. It can also affect your sleep. Zenni's Blocks lenses help to protect the eyes by keeping harmful blue light out. Because they're virtually clear, add blocks to any Zenni frame for stylish, all-day protection. Get a complete pair of prescription or non-prescription Blocks glasses starting at just $24. Protect your eyes now at Zenni.com.
That would be California's better choice than the Democrat that they got there right now. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. Okay, so the Olympics, the real winner for me is Simone Biles. She is a true winner. And the reason why I said that is because going into these Olympics, there were a lot of issues that she was struggling with. And she shared those things with us. And you guys don't know how important that was, to be able to share that you are struggling with a mental condition. So when other people are looking at you as being the GOAT, the greatest of all times, the GOAT, now they really can physically and mentally absorb the fact that everybody has issues. Everybody has issues. And so if any person is walking around here like they ain't got no problems, ain't nothing going on, they're just fooling themselves. They're living in another world beyond this one. That's all I can tell you. But she was the winner of all of this. She was able to come out to talk about what she was going through. Through the ups and downs, she allowed us to take a peek inside of her personal journey and to be upfront and honest with what she was dealing with in the mental health realms. And that itself let a lot of people free. Because there were so many people, whether they're dealing with sports or just regular jobs or just dealing with life, period. They got an opportunity to see that the world's greatest was coming out and had issues. Especially during this period of pandemic of COVID that's just really just way beyond. This is a precedence, and every time it gets to be a new normal, there's another COVID variant that comes out. So now it's not a new normal, it's a new normal. But my understanding that this is the fourth wave, and I'm going to talk about that in a minute too. But the winner is Simone Biles. And she do deserve, I don't know if you could get a gold medal for this, but being open and upfront, as well as she was one of the first ones that was calling these doctors out. You know, the freaky doctors who would always be examining these females and stuff like that, feeling on them, getting them a little freaky on. Okay. You know, oh, wait a minute. Okay, let me just check your breasts. Open your legs. But doctor, I have a headache. No, but just open your legs. I need to check down here just to see if there's some brain activity. You cannot make this up, right? You guys had that experience when you went to see the doctor for one thing. You know, you said, "Oh, I got a toothache," and he tell you, "Well, let's gown you down. We need to check your vagina opening to see if there's a problem." There's no. Oh. Look, inside, I see what the problem is. Somebody left their dentures inside of you. So it was a teeth problem. It was a teeth problem after all. Look at these dentures that were left inside. Oh, let me pull them out. Pull. Oh, see, here they are. Okay, I'm just being stupid, you guys. But anyway, so she called that out. And I'm happy for it, and that trickled down to that particular team doctors being arrested for that. And I'm pretty sure women are saying they're coming out against the team doctors, but I'm willing to bet that the male sports doctors or that deal with the guys too, that some of them are freaks. But I don't think a man usually, they don't just want to come out and say, well, this doctor took advantage of me. He was rubbing me down on my muscles and my biceps and my triceps. And I kind of liked it, so I didn't say nothing. But anyway, so this is the thing. But men don't normally report things like this when it comes to being checked, especially, you know, thinking that if I say something, you know, now my name is going to be out there. And if I've got friends or family, I don't want to be embarrassed. And so it's a lot that goes with the male ego with that, especially when you think about these Catholic priests that had misused all them boys through all these years, and finally now they get to tell their incidents of what has happened to them finally, you know. But look how long it took them. Some of them took 20, 30 years to even talk about that. And for that amount of time, you can imagine what they were going through. The trust issues that they had to deal with, the embarrassment, or just feeling that who can I talk to? Who can I talk to about those, you know, situations where these are supposed to be men of God? Okay, these are the appointed ones, and they back in there messing with little boys and little girls too. But anyway, congratulations to Simone Biles. That is my gold winner of the day. I call it the diamond winner because the Olympics got gold, silver, bronze. But I think with Simone, she is a diamond. She is a diamond winner of the Olympics. If they had another category, she would be getting it. And the fact that she was there cheering on her teammates, I mean, just there for them. And seeing the opportunity that she didn't want to mess the morale up with them, so she just stepped aside. You know, it takes big balls. I know y'all say women ain't got no balls. We got balls too. And Simone got big balls. Somebody mad at me because I said that. Anyway, let me go on. So as I was saying before, that the fourth wave. So I was not... Somehow, I don't know how I missed it, okay? But I was not aware that we were going through this fourth wave of COVID-19. I thought it was the third wave because I was looking basically at number one in 2019 when the COVID came out. I considered that to be the first wave. And then the second wave to me was when they found out that there was the Delta virus that came from India. The India virus. And then now the third virus comes from South America, Colombia. So they say South America, Colombia. So I thought that was the third virus. I mean, the third wave. But I guess the CDC is not looking at it the same way. I guess they're looking at it for the number of increases that happen within a certain period of time. So here we are again, they say the fourth wave. You guys know that if you're going to be out anywhere in public, you're going to be needing to wear the mask. CDC is promoting that. So they're going to get back to that. And they're still saying that the southern, eastern states of the United States are the ones that have the most people that are getting these hospitalizations because they are not vaccinated. Okay. But actually, when you look at the COVID map, the U.S. map of states that have these particular red dots in there, you see these dots everywhere. Not just in Florida, okay? You see these not just in the southeast. Okay, you see these dots all over on the East Coast too. You see them up in Chicago area, up in New York. You see them all up there too, but of course, they don't really talk about that a whole lot. So the COVID thing is real. We're going to see how long this Delta variant really starts to multiply and triplify, and what actually is happening. Now, something was interesting. So you guys know I'm down here in Gainesville, and so I'm in South Central Georgia, and I'm coming from about, I would say, 30 to about 60 miles apart, running down the highway back and forth, taking care of business since this pandemic, and trying to move and everything, my belongings into a smaller mobile home in Putnam County. So, make a long story short is this. So, there's a lady who I met when I was at the hotel in what they call Palatka, Florida. And she was telling me that her friend, okay, she has a friend who has children. And the children are getting ready to go back to school. But she just had a baby. So she took her baby, listen to this bullshit. Okay, so she took her baby to get fucking vaccinated. And the baby was vaccinated and was found to have COVID. Oh, Lord, you can't make this shit up. Okay, so now, since the baby has COVID, everybody in the household now has got to take all these precautions. Which means that because the baby got COVID, the kids is getting ready to go back to school. The 3 kids, they can't go back to school now because they got to be quarantined for a period of time because their little baby family member got COVID, little COVID. Okay. Now the baby is doing fine. The baby's not in the hospital, nothing like that. Okay, but she wanted to have how liberals are. She wanted to have the baby, poor little baby, had the baby test.
Switching to Geico is a good idea, especially when you consider everything.
First off, Geico makes it easy to switch. They have licensed agents available 24/7 online or over the phone.
But if it's so easy, you might start thinking everything is easy, even big wave surfing. And it's not. It's actually quite difficult.
Well, if you switch to Geico, you could save hundreds on car insurance. And you could keep saving by bundling your motorcycle, boat, and RV, plus your home or renter's insurance.
But saving money might lead you to make some questionable purchases, like a 20-foot feather boa. And do you know how hard it is to clean a 20-foot feather boa?
Well, they do have an industry-leading mobile app you can use to pay your bill, file and manage a claim, or add a new driver.
But when life gets a little easier, it makes you too confident, and you start calling everyone ace. And you're better than that.
Well, Geico has a 97% customer satisfaction rating and has been saving people money for 85 years. It's hard to beat that.
But you're right.
Switch to Geico. It's obviously a good idea. Switching to Geico is a good idea, especially when you consider everything.
First off, Geico makes it easy to switch. They have licensed agents available 24/7 online or over the phone.
But if it's so easy, you might start thinking everything is easy, even big wave surfing. And it's not. It's actually quite difficult.
Well, if you switch to Geico, you could save hundreds on car insurance. And you could keep saving by bundling your motorcycle, boat, and RV, plus your home or renter's insurance.
But saving money might lead you to make some questionable purchases, like a 20-foot feather boa. And do you know how hard it is to clean a 20-foot feather boa?
Well, they do have an industry-leading mobile app you can use to pay your bill, file and manage a claim, or add a new driver.
But when life gets a little easier, it makes you too confident, and you start calling everyone ace. And you're better than that.
Well, Geico has a 97% customer satisfaction rating and has been saving people money for 85 years. It's hard to beat that.
But you're right.
Switch to Geico. It's obviously a good idea. Switching to Geico is a good idea, especially when you consider everything.
First off, Geico makes it easy to switch. They have licensed agents available 24/7 online or over the phone.
But if it's so easy, you might start thinking everything is easy, even big wave surfing. And it's not. It's actually quite difficult.
Well, if you switch to Geico, you could save hundreds on car insurance. And you could keep saving by bundling your motorcycle, boat, and RV, plus your home or renter's insurance.
But saving money might lead you to make some questionable purchases, like a 20-foot feather boa. And do you know how hard it is to clean a 20-foot feather boa?
Well, they do have an industry-leading mobile app you can use to pay your bill, file and manage a claim, or add a new driver.
But when life gets a little easier, it makes you too confident, and you start calling everyone Ace. And you're better than that.
Well, Geico has a 97% customer satisfaction rating and has been saving people money for 85 years. It's hard to beat that.
But you're right.
Switch to Geico. It's obviously a good idea.
To make sure, I guess, that the baby was going to be okay. And, and I talked about this before when I said under 12, they were saying that, okay, if you're under 12, you really don't need to get the vaccine because it's not really going to affect you, blah, blah, blah. And as I told you before, this COVID is airborne. It's everywhere. The deer have COVID. I talked about that in Michigan, 60% of the deers that they tested have damn COVID. So if the deers got it, guess what? I'm in Florida. The alligators got it too. And they be shooting and killing these alligators for alligator tails, dipped in battered egg and fried. Really good. But I ain't finna fuck with that. But anyway, really good. I tasted it. Of course, I taste some shit in a minute. I tried. And it wasn't bad. It just tastes like, I ain't gonna say it tastes like something else. It just is alligator. Dipped in ranch or blue cheese, whatever. A lot of people like it, a lot of people eat it. But I'm just saying, how many of those alligators that they've been serving had COVID? It's in the air. So how many farm products that you think you're getting that's fresh from the market? And if you wash the product off, you ain't washing the COVID off because the COVID ingrains into the vegetable. It ingrains into the meat. If a deer got COVID, you could wash the deer off. It don't make no difference. But when you cut that deer open and eat that steak part of that deer, guess what? It's in the meat. So everything that we eat is got COVID in this shit. So you just thinking in your own minute mind that you eating organic vegetables, organic food, and it was cooked raised on the farm fed. It's in the damn air, people. Get with the damn program. Okay? Bottom line, take care of yourself. Eat right. Stop eating bullshit you ain't supposed to be eating. Exercise. Okay? Get some sun in your system. Think in a healthy mind, because a part of this is a mental condition that will mess you up, that will heighten your COVID experience. It's mental. So you need to get your mental life together and stop being so damn fearful of everything. But anyway, I just want to say, so we're in our fourth wave. Hello, waving to everybody. Not that kind of wave, okay? It's a wave of increase of COVID cases. That's all I'm saying. So I always say, carry on. Do as you will. And last but not least, here we go down in Chirac, Chi-Town, better known as Chi-Town in Chicago, Illinois, my hometown. So now we got some serious stuff going on. And this has been going on for a while, okay? But there were 2 police officers that got shot. These 2 police officers had stopped a car on the southwest side of Chicago, a neighborhood called Inglewood, right? So they stopped the car, and there were like 3 or 4 people in the car. It was a traffic stop. Next thing you know, the people in the damn car shooting at the damn police. So 2 police officers got shot. One of the police officers died from the shot. Now this was a young female. Okay, she hadn't been on the force but a couple years, since I think 2018. So now her life is gone. Bye-bye. Her life is gone down the damn drain. on a damn traffic stop. And then the other her partner that was with her, they shot his ass too. He's in fucking critical condition. Okay, so now you got all the police out and stuff, you know, they're all in Chicago, and they out looking at shit, you know. Oh, guess what? If you're in Chicago, you need to be where you're going to be, okay? Because, see, now the police officer's mad as hell. You done shot one of their own. So it's going to be hard for them to be real nice to everybody at this point. Because they pissed off. Okay, when you kill one of their own, they're going to be pissed. I would be pissed. And I would start being more fearful for my life. Because why? Because more people in Chicago, they got guns too. They got guns. And more than likely, when they stop that car, and that's why, this is it. If you ride in the car, black people, white people too, you got 3 people or 4 people in one damn car. Usually it'd be about 3 or 4 men in one damn car. Riding around late at night. That's a recipe for damn disaster. Because they know your ass is up to some bullshit. You riding, you after 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock at night, you just rolling, strolling. No, they going to stop your ass, okay? Because they want to know what you got in the car. Drugs, guns, whatever. Okay? It wasn't just no regular traffic stop. They seen some, you know, before they even stop you. The police, before they even stop you, they run in your tags. Because they're going to ride behind you for a minute. And before they stop you. And what really is interesting to me is the fact that when they stopped them, that it was seen to me if the guys that was in the car, knowing, and you know they black because it's that area of town, okay, but the guys that was in the damn car, they knew if they getting ready to get stopped, that is some dirty shit going on because they know what they was doing. And it seemed to me that as soon as they knew that they was going to get stopped, that they should have put on the pedal, honey. And it should be in a race. It should have been a pursuit. Ooh, I ain't shit. It should have been a pursuit. They should have put on them pedals and the accelerator, and they should have been gone because they know the neighborhood too. They should have been gone in and out, running all through Washington Park and all down the Dan Ryan and shit. They should have been just, I would have taken, if I knew I was getting ready to get arrested, I would just take them on a cruise through all of downtown Atlanta. Like OJ did. That shit OJ did. The not guilty OJ, okay? He just took him. I don't even want to talk about OJ. He's still out talking shit. He out now talking plenty of shit, okay? But anyway, yeah, so, but they didn't. Or I guess they wasn't thinking, or maybe they had drugs on their mind, or they was high. I don't know. But that's what I would have did. I would have just went on and started driving. And start speeding, because there is a thing where if you drive and you speeding and you going through pedestrian in the neighborhood and stuff like that, the police and stuff, they'll stop chasing you. Because they don't want you to be driving crazy and hit innocent people. I would have took my damn chances and did some of that shit. But then again, they could have been driving crazy as hell and then ran and killed some people. So, it is what it is. So anyway, yes, they started shooting at the damn police and got the hell on. But the police officers, okay, they know what was happening, so they called the other police officers, etc. And next thing you know, honey, everybody was out looking for these people and that car. They was out looking for them. They just got the 3rd suspect today. Okay, they got the 3rd suspect. I don't know if it's a 4th, but I know they got the 3rd suspect. Okay. Now, when they get him down there, they gonna beat his ass good. They ain't gonna put their knee on his neck. Okay, they're not gonna do that because there's too many cameras. But they gonna get his ass. They gonna get him. And of course, what's gonna happen is Black Lives Matter. They'll be out with their fists raised, talking about you misuse these people. Now, they didn't shot and kill the police, right? They'll be out talking about, well, see, I told you to defund the police. If you had to defund the police wouldn't have got killed because there would be no police officer to be killed. You cannot make this stuff up, okay? But I laugh at this because it's such a sad situation that where we're headed. And the police officers are out there every day putting their lives on the line. And I know there are a lot of police officers right now that are getting very, very close to retirement and don't have just enough time to retire. Because I know a lot of people are saying, well, why don't you just retire and get into something else? Well, if you work 18 years or so many, whatever the years is, and you're not vested enough to get retirement yet, you may have to work a couple more years to get that number of years. So that's why some of them are still there. And then, of course, there are some that have been there and ready to retire that they need to retire if they own the street, because things are moving really fast, moving and shaking. And these new wave of people on the street are not taking anything from the police. They don't care about you being a police. They don't care about your badge. They don't care about your boss, Mary Lightfoot, the mayor, the heavy. You should see her wife. Mary Lightfoot is like real about 5'4" or 5'5", right, with a little afro, and her so.
If you have a family relying on your income, you need life insurance. But finding the best quote shouldn't take a lifetime. That's where Policy Genius comes in. In minutes, Policy Genius could save you 50% or more simply by comparing quotes from America's top insurers. Once you apply, the Policy Genius team handles all the paperwork and red tape. To save on life insurance and get protection for you and your family, head to policygenius.com today.
So then I dropped some garlic and croutons on there, and the rest is salad history. I made the best salad ever, people, and now I'm making the best app. The Caesar Sportsbook app got live in-game betting, parlays, and Caesar rewards. Caesar salad ain't got nothing on my app. Nothing!
Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call, text, or chat 1-888-532-3500. Download the Caesar Sportsbook app. Your app is ready, Emperor.
New hot and iced Sunrise Batch Coffee from Dunkin'. A bright and balanced, full-bodied blend brewed so you can get summering from sunrise to sunset. And even after that, because that's when you can show off those string lights you hung in the backyard. Or rehung. Enjoy a medium hot or iced Sunrise Batch Coffee for $2. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer. Exclusions apply.
Called wife is this tall white lady. It looked like she's the tallest person in the world standing next to Lightfoot. I'm like, what? This is an interesting couple here. But anyway, they don't care anything about Lightfoot being the mayor. They don't care. You know, you had certain people was coming in wanting to talk to Mayor Lightfoot about the drugs and all that stuff over on the south side and west side, and try to help with the guns and all that. But guess what? Ain't nobody trying to do that, because guns and crime is big business. It's big business. There's so much people that's getting paid from drugs and crime. If there was no crime, we wouldn't need no police. We wouldn't need no damn judges. We wouldn't need no damn politicians. We wouldn't need no damn hospitals for injured people. We wouldn't need no doctors, no nurses. We wouldn't need none of that shit if everything was kumbaya. So when you see all of these shootings and killings and all this stuff going on, it's big business. It's almost as big as the business of racism. Because racism is huge. I think racism makes more money than cancer now. Okay? I think cancer is not the leading money maker here in America anymore. I think it's racism. They need to put that as a medical condition, racism. Because they're getting paid. The politicians are getting paid. The black handlers are getting paid. The musicians are getting paid. The rappers are getting paid. The attorneys are getting paid. You know, Ben Crump takes all of these Black Lives Matter cases and stuff. He gets paid. Somebody told me that he was taking one case, but when they found out that they weren't going to get no money, he let it go. He let them go. So you get money if you represent somebody and you can go against the police because the police will pay you. But if it's some other shit to go on, they find out that, hey, I'm not getting paid. They be like, deuces. See you later, alligator. I would like to say that to any of the alligators that I see down here. I'm not disrespecting you guys, because this is your home. And if there are any alligators that are listening to me right now, if you see me by my house out by the lake, I am not going to disrespect you. I know that I'm in your home, and I am just there visiting, and this is where your home is. I came in to destroy, not to destroy, but to help, to be a part of your community. So I want to give a shout out to the alligators, a shout out to the snakes, and all of them reptiles that live by the water. I'm just giving y'all a shout out. And the only thing I want to say is this. Every once in a while, if y'all don't mind, Mr. Alligator, if I would get out on the dock a little bit and throw me a line out there and get me a couple of fish, a couple of bass, or whatever. Okay? So that's all I'm saying. We can agree to disagree. Okay? That's all I'm saying. But if you start getting ignorant at me and you want to get stupid, now you know in Florida, alligators are what they call protected species, right? So you can't kill them. You're not supposed to kill an alligator. But guess what? Mr. and Mrs. Alligator, don't come for me lest I send for you. That's all I'm saying. Atlanta Housewives, Kenya is the one that said that quote. That's her quote. That's not mine. And when you use other people's quotes or sayings, give them credit for it. That's all I'm saying. Because there's a lot of hanky-panky shit going on right now. And I'm telling you, down here where I'm at, these white folks here are just original. These are original white people. Okay? Because where I come from, you had a lot of crack addicts. Okay? Black crack addicts. Now, where I'm here, you got white meth addicts. It's the same bullshit. It's just different season. But it's the same bullshit. These meth addicts, the cousins of the crack addicts, they steal and shit. This one white lady was telling me, right, in the store, because I had my purse on the cart. And she said, girl, you better get your purse. And she was telling me what to do, right? She's trying to be friendly, with her, she's, real southern accent. She said, you need to take your purse and put it around your arm like I do, and then put your finger through it. Because if you leave it right there, they're going to look in that, and before you know it, when you turn your head, they're going to snatch your wallet out of your purse. They do that a lot down here. It's a lot of drugs infested in some of these areas, and you just got to really be careful. Now, this person could have been a racist, but there's one thing about a person, okay? They will give you some good information, okay? Some racist people will give you some good, because they be done forgot that they racist for a minute. They just trying to help somebody. They see somebody doing something wrong, they want to help. It's like people are so racist, right? But if I was to drive down the street, my car stopped working or something, and and put the hood up, the racist people would stop. They just do that shit. But they racist, but they'll stop to help. It just doesn't make sense. If you're gonna be racist, just be racist. Okay? Just be racist. But I guess they say, I help you. Just don't move next to me. That's all I'm saying. I help you little niggers out there, but just don't move next to me. I want to fly my Confederate flag, and I want to drink my moonshine, and sleep with Billy Joe, and her sister, and her mama. But anyway, let me stop. I'm just acting crazy. So I'm getting ready to get out of here, you guys. And for those who have been following my journey as far as the travel is concerned, I did close on the property and on yesterday, because there was a lot of work that I'm going to have to do. But, it's a fixer-up trailer. And that's one of the things that I like to do, being a retired person, is to, start doing some of the repairs. I learned how to lay tile. I put my own fence up, wooden fence, when I had my other home. I put in my toilet bowl. I put in the sink, help with the bathtub. So there are a lot of things that I learned to do in my old house, and whatever mistakes that I did or didn't do through that process, now that I have the new place, I won't be making those same mistakes. I won't be making the same mistakes. So it's a matter of me, acquiring all of my garden tools. Again, step by step, I'm slowly getting the garden tools back, because I really do like to have a nice garden, as well as, keeping the grass cut and trimmed. Because a lot of people don't edge their grass, and, I don't think I'm better than nobody else, but I like my grass to be edged because it gives you an edge, a sharp edge. It just looks so more manicured to me. And I just really like that. So I've seen some designs that I want to put in the trailer to give it a little more landscaping thought. And of course, it's going to need paint, and it's going to need some roof work. It's going to need a lot of stuff. But you know what? I got time. I hope that the Most High Yahweh allows me to continue to live this beautiful life by the river. Man, that St. John's River is beautiful. The lake by the house is just beautiful. It's just something about being around water. It just calms your spirit. And not just because your body is about 66% water anyway. So there's a balance there. And if there's COVID in the air, then so be it, okay? But at the end of the day, I am here. I will be getting things in order, and hopefully I will be on to talk to you guys every day. Eventually, I'll try to get a designated time of day. So if you like and you want to have some input in that, you can send me a post and say, what time you think would be a good time to do the podcast. A lot of you guys download it anyway. And I am almost at, 28.5 thousand downloads. This is just amazing to me. Amazing. And I'm going to be engaged in a lot of stuff. And as we continue to get closer and closer to the elections, of course, you guys know I'm going to be talking about that. I did tell you that my next door neighbors are Trump supporters. However, they do not know who I am. They just know that I'm a black person. And it's going to be really funny for them to see how they're going to try to conversate with me. Because even with Trump supporters, white people are still white people, okay? And at the end of the day, white people want to know all about your ass. They want to know, what did you do before you moved here? Is you married? Do you got kids? Do you got a dog? Okay. Named Samantha. No, I ain't got no dogs. I don't have no cats. I used to keep dogs. Y'all know I was a pet sitter for a while. I enjoyed that. And I might do that again later. I was a stand-up comedian. I did that for 10 years until before the pandemic. And I decided to give that a rest for a while. Leave it to the young people. They get out there. They got their own little jokes. So anyway, I'm a registered nurse. And hopefully I'll get some time to go and visit the nursing homes or whatever and do a little volunteer something here and there. But anyway, even though I am retired, I'm really not retired. Let me just say that. Even though I am retired, I'm really not retired. I'm just doing right now exactly what I want to do. Even though I love my job as being a nurse, work as a nurse investigator, I love that job. It was really great. I did it and I enjoyed it. Travel, I enjoyed it. But now I'm really enjoying it. And people are just very kind everywhere I go. I don't know if they just feel sorry for me or just that they just ain't seen no black people, or I don't know. But every time I go somewhere, they're always paying for my food. I told you guys, like, this week alone, I've been out eating every day because, of course, when I move, I don't have a refrigerator until I get the water turned on and that kind of stuff, right? So I'm out eating, and every time I get ready to get my bill, the person will come over and say, "Oh, well, your meal has been paid for." I'm like, who in the hell paying my meal? And these are at different places, so it can't be the same person, okay? The first time I was at this little place, a little rinky-dinky place, it was nice where they had grits and, egg sausages. So I was there, and there was another black guy there. He was in there, and he came and left. But the people that actually sitting in there, they were all Caucasian. And there was a old white lady and two old white ladies, and they were coming up the thing to get in the door. And of course, I opened the door because they could be like my mama or something. You know what I'm saying? And they were just so precious. They're just so little and precious, just little ladies. They just so small. When they get to be that age, and then it's just like they're just precious. Especially if they're kind. You know, a lot of old people, they get old and they get meaner and meaner. But then there are some older people, they get older and older, and they're just as sweet and they're just as kind. And these two ladies, they were just sweet and kind. They had a roller thing in front of her, and she was just edging along. And I had the door open. I wouldn't care if I had to hold that door for fucking 4 hours. I was going to hold that door until they got in safe and sound. But they came in and they went to the little booth and sat down. Oh, they were just so cute. Kind of remind me of my mom, you know, 'cause my mom was a little bitty thing too. But she talked a lot of shit. She's not here anymore, bless her soul. But she was something else. She was a whippersnapper. She loved men till she was 100. She died when she was 100, and she loved men till she was 100. Oh. So one of my favorite jokes, and I'm going to let this go, okay, but one of my favorite jokes that she used to tell about Barack Obama, because she's from Chicago, and she was all involved in politics, and she said, well, you know, I met Michelle and Barack. I met him, and I figured one day he was gonna make something of himself. She had me right. He's gonna make something of himself, right? She said, but I told him, I said, you know what? I looked at Michelle. I said, you will make a great husband. You will make a great husband. She said, and Michelle looked at her and smiled and said, thank you. She looked at Michelle. She said, I wasn't talking about for you. I was talking about for me. That was so cute of my mom. That's how the kind of person she was. She was just like that. She said, Michelle just rolled. I don't even know if Michelle remembered that or not. But anyway, I don't believe if she was talking to Barack like that, Michelle probably wasn't even around. She was probably my mom was probably putting a plug in for herself. You know, at 80-some years old, 85, putting a plug in for herself. She wasn't thinking about Michael. Anyway, Michael, Michelle, or whatever. Anyway, she wasn't thinking about Barack Obama's wife. So, I'm getting ready to get out of here, you guys. I'm already 40 minutes into this. Ooh, I keep saying I'm going to do 30 minutes and keep it rolling. But there's just so much stuff going on. But I'm getting ready to get out of here. You guys, I'm leaving you all. And just say, keep your head up. Keep your head to the sky. That's what one of my favorite groups, Earth, Wind, and Fire, said. Keep your head to the sky. And then the other lady came in with real high voice. Keep your head to the sky. I could never sing that, so that's why I wasn't a singer. I just settled for being a comedian. But anyway, one love to you guys, and to the Most High, giving you all the honor and the glory, to the Most High Elohim. Keep directing my steps and place those people in front of me that I'm supposed to be connected with. If this day and this crucial time of biblical history, historic and biblical changes. One love, everybody. You guys have a great night. Bye-bye.
Team USA is training hard and ready for the Olympic Games. And so is Jacob.
Whoa! I've got my lucky shirt and Xfinity Flex.
Oh, yeah. Jacob's family got Xfinity Internet with the best Wi-Fi for their home and a Flex 4K streaming box free, plus Peacock Premium included. So Jacob is ready for anything.
Go Team USA!
With medal ceremonies, highlights, interviews, and more, plus all his favorite streaming apps in one place.
Can your internet do that?
Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. Peacock subscription required.
Xfinity, proud partner of Team USA.
New hot and iced Sunrise Batch Coffee from Dunkin'. A bright and balanced, full-bodied blend brewed so you can get summering from sunrise to sunset. And even after that, because that's when you can show off those string lights you hung in the backyard. Or rehung. Enjoy a medium, hotter iced Sunrise Batch Coffee for $2. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer. Exclusions apply.
Minute Maid slushies are back at McDonald's. And if you'd like to thank me for that information, I'll gladly take a slushie. It's more than a drink. It's a McDonald's drink.
Right now, treat yourself to a small Minute Maid slushie, like the new strawberry watermelon flavor for $1.59. Or try small McCafe frappes and smoothies for just $2. Price and participation may vary. Limited time only. Minute Maid is a trademark of the Coca-Cola Company.
Switching to Geico is a good idea, especially when you consider everything.
First off, Geico makes it easy to switch. They have licensed agents available 24/7 online or over the phone.
But if it's so easy, you might start thinking everything is easy, even big wave surfing. And it's not. It's actually quite difficult.
Well, if you switch to Geico, you could save hundreds on car insurance. And you could keep saving by bundling your motorcycle, boat, and RV, plus your home or renter's insurance.
But saving money might lead you to make some questionable purchases, like a 20-foot feather boa. And do you know how hard it is to clean a 20-foot feather boa?
Well, they do have an industry-leading mobile app you can use to pay your bill, file and manage a claim, or add a new driver.
But when life gets a little easier, it makes you too confident. And you start calling everyone Ace. And you're better than that.
Well, Geico has a 97% customer satisfaction rating and has been saving people money for 85 years. It's hard to beat that.
But you're right.
Switch to Geico. It's obviously a good idea. Switching to Geico is a good idea, especially when you consider everything.
First off, Geico makes it easy to switch. They have licensed agents available 24/7 online or over the phone.
But if it's so easy, you might start thinking everything is easy, even big wave surfing. And it's not. It's actually quite difficult.
Well, if you switch to Geico, you could save hundreds on car insurance. And you could keep saving by bundling your motorcycle, boat, and RV, plus your home or renter's insurance.
But saving money might lead you to make some questionable purchases, like a 20-foot feather boa. And do you know how hard it is to clean a 20-foot feather boa?
Well, they do have an industry-leading mobile app you can use to pay your bill, file and manage a claim, or add a new driver.
But when life gets a little easier, it makes you too confident. And you start calling everyone Ace. And you're better than that.
Well, Geico has a 97% customer satisfaction rating and has been saving people money for 85 years. It's hard to beat that.
But you're right.
Switch to Geico. It's obviously a good idea.